Hi guys, Frazer here, coming to you live from Lüneburg near Hamburg, here in Germany. I'm pleased and honoured and privileged to be coming to you live tonight. So what we're going to be talking about, and you know I just jump in, what we're going to be talking about today is how to create your own powerful story. All right, it is literally the number one biggest and best skill for you to have in network marketing. It's your best skill. If you can tell a story, you can get people onto the presentation. If you can't tell a story, you're going to struggle. All right, we're going to talk about different things about how to create a story, what your prospect thinks, why it's so important, different scenarios. But before we go into that, I just want to say thank you very much. This is obviously episode number 20. So every single Tuesday, 9 p.m. we basically being going live on Tuesday 9 p.m. every single week for 20 weeks now, which is just over 5 months, which is crazy. And obviously we've seen the number of viewers go up, we've seen the number of comments go up, seen the number of interaction go up, all the loves and all the hearts. So really appreciate it. And guys, as always, if you're jumping on and you're watching live, please let me know where you're actually watching this from. Obviously I'm here in Lüneburg near Hamburg in Germany. Hey Cash, good to have you here. Mate, we need to catch up actually. Liana, Nicola, good to have you here. Right, yeah, just let me know in the comments where you're coming. Maybe give us a little flag of which country you're in, whatever it might be. If you're new and you've never been on any of the 20 lives, then feel free to drop a new. So N-E-W, not K-N-E-W, N-E-W, and I'll actually get in touch with you in terms of just in the message here, just to welcome you on. I've never been one of those people who have liked, going to a party on my own or going to somewhere where I don't know anyone. So this is kind of like a community of network marketers who are coming here. They're on this live right now to get some more value, get some knowledge, get some experience, get some expertise on how to build a network marketing business. So if you're new, please let me know so I can reach out to you. And if you're watching the replay, please comment replay below, so I just know it's good for me to know. And if you are watching the replay, whatever time it is right now in your time zone, whether you're in New Zealand, Australia, Japan, South Africa, America, Canada, let me know what time it is. It's always good for me to understand different time zones. I like to know if people are watching it in the morning, in the afternoon, in the night. It's just who I am. Mel, good to have you here. You're new. Right, so guys, I need tonight for you to learn this skill. And Liana, thanks so much for sharing. And guys, if you get value throughout this, please feel free to share. But tonight, it is very important that I get your interaction. Very important. All right, I'm going to prove that you can and anyone can do this. So if you're prepared and you're up for taking part in this, then feel free to go crazy on the wow button, on the wow emoji, so I know that you're up for it. All right, when I get to know that, then I'll get started. Okay, so powerful stories. When are you going to need them? So there's three main areas really where you're going to need them and you're going to need to nail it. So number one is a three-way call. If you don't know what a three-way call is, 2 weeks from today, okay, so 2 weeks from today, episode 22, I am going to try my best somehow to actually do a three-way call. All right, and Laura, thanks for sharing into your training group and team group. I really appreciate that. Everyone, by the way, if you're in a team, feel free to share this into it. I'm not poaching anyone. I'm just doing this for the benefit of network marketing, as a lot of you know that by now if you've been watching the last 20 episodes. Right, three-way calls. On episode 22, I'm going to look to do and show how you can do a three-way call, which is going to be a really interesting exercise. But why does it keep doing that? I'm not too sure why, but it keeps kind of flipping it around for me, and it's driving me absolutely bonkers. So there we go. I apologise, guys. No idea why it's doing it. I think I need a new phone. I should probably just buy a new phone. Right. So let's go. The second way is events. Now, there's nothing, when the lighting's really bad, there's nothing worse. Hey, this is what happens when you go live. Me, good old tripod, trusty tripod. You're no longer a trusty tripod. Typical. Right, so if you've ever been to an event, right, and they get the testimonials up, they get the people to the front, and what happens is everyone's at the front and there's 10 people there. And the first one comes and goes, "Hi, my name's Bob. First one comes, hi, my name's Bob, and I've been involved in this company and using this product for 3 weeks, and I got this result. Everyone's like, woo, awesome, great. Short, snappy, to the point, great. The next person who talks ends up going for 30 minutes. Okay, not 30 minutes. Ends up going for 6 minutes talking about, thank you. Talking about, I've now got lights, spotlights on me and everything, thank you. Now it goes for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, talking about all sorts of stuff. Melanie, yes, the tripod is fired. All different sorts of stuff, and everyone's in the room like, oh, looking at their watch. I'm so bored. One bad testimonial, I want you to make sure you understand this. One bad testimonial can ruin everything. You're in this meeting and the presentation's been amazing, 45 minutes, absolutely quality, no messing about, just genius. And then someone comes along, there's 5 people doing a testimonial, 4 of them nail it, 1 of them goes way too long, way too over the top, it's just rubbish. It ruins the whole meeting. So it's very, very important that you understand how to tell your story in an impactful, powerful way so that you don't mess it up for everyone else. Because your story can either get someone to join or it can either bore someone to just leave. The number of times I've seen people leave after the round of applause from a testimonial that's gone on for so long has been staggering. So you have to understand how to do it. Have to, right? And number 3 is a first exposure. Right? Number 3 is the first exposure. So when you're first meeting someone and you're in a coffee shop with them, you need to understand, you need to have your story. You need to have that and you need to know it off by heart. You might have heard my story so many different times now in different trainings I've done, webinars I've done. It's always the same because repetition is the mother of success. If you repeat, keep repeating the same things, you get great results. So I'm going to share with you tonight, we're going to be going through this real hard. Oh, that was not meant to happen. Tonight has been a disaster. Right, okay. So the better you get at sharing the better you get at sharing your story, the bigger your commissions will be, right? The person who tells the story the most is the person who signs up the most customers and the most distributors. If you then have a team full of absolutely beastly storytellers, you will have a beastly check. You'll have a beastly commission. Why am I using the word beastly? I have no idea. Network marketers are professional storytellers. It's our job to tell stories. It's simple as that. And each and every single one of you know how it's done because you've been told stories in the past. If you keep sharing if you keep sharing stories of experiences, people will buy. People say to me, they say, Frazer, and they say this all the time, Frazer, I really need your help. I've got these people on the edge. I've got these people sitting on the fence. I'm not too sure how to get them in. What do you do? Share an experience. Oh, what do you mean? I don't understand. I'm not too sure. What do I do? Share an experience about a product. Share an experience about a book you read. Share an experience about an upline. Share an experience about someone's success story. Share an experience about an event you went to. Share stories of experiences. People listen to stories because remember, stories you are telling and sales you are selling. Network marketing isn't sales, guys. Network marketing is tales. Stop selling, start telling. I want you to write that down. If you're new to this, I'll let you know. I'll let you off. But if you've been on these lives for the last 20 weeks, you should understand by now that a short pencil is better than a long memory. I even do the same hand gestures, right? Every single time. And guys, feel free to share this. And if you're liking this so far, we haven't even got to the gold yet. Feel free to drop a little message in there to say, yeah, love it, whatever it might be. Now, think about this. As kids, we are all told stories, right? As kids, if you're fortunate enough to have loving parents, or a parent, a mum or a dad, or mum and dad, usually I think it's the mum who does the bedtime stories, but before you go to bed, oh mum, can you read me a bedtime story? I get my mum to do it still. No, I don't really. Yeah, I'm only joking. So yeah, I love stories, right? Kids love stories. We all have been a kid. Every single person, I know for a fact, this is one thing that I can 100% guarantee, that every single person on this live watching has all been a kid at one point. And you've all heard a great story. Now let's say you haven't. You've magically been, I don't know, living somewhere where stories aren't around and there's no books and no one can read and write or whatever it might be. Now, as adults, we watch movies. Now, there's only 2 things that I do. 3 things that I... Okay, 3 things that I do that gets my mind completely away from network marketing, right? It like I switch off. 1 is watching Liverpool Football Club, although that's been embarrassing recently. Number 2 is watching movies, and number 3, I'm not going to mention that on this live. That's X-rated. Maybe I'll mention that I won't mention that at the road tour coming up. Yeah, the ones with the minds out there, you can figure that out. Now, what I want you to do is there's a lot of laughter faces. There's a lot of ha-ha faces. I think you get it. Now, what I want you to do in the comments is I want you to let me know your favorite film. I want you to let me know your favorite film. And this is just fun fact about me. My favorite film is The Shawshank Redemption. I didn't watch it that long ago. It's probably, it was about 10 years ago, 8 years ago. And I just love it. I love what it stands for. I just love the whole storyline. But the best films, right? And I want some of you guys to, Training Day, yes, James, good to see you here, mate. See you in a couple of weeks, if not less. I think it's a couple of weeks. Love Actually, yes, Erica, Love Actually. That's a really good film. People are laughing about the Green Mile. Yeah, real good film. Now, the best films, right, are entertaining and they have a great storyline, right? But, in my opinion, the absolute best films are the ones that are based on a true story. Right? They just are the best. Someone said Braveheart, Gladiator. These ones are based on true stories, so apparently so. Pretty Woman, yeah, I'm sure that's definitely been a story somewhere. Grease, everyone's had a Grease moment in their life. Dirty Dancing, yeah, Pay It Forward's another. There's all of these, right? So it's very important when you're telling a story to be entertaining, okay? For it to be actually engaging and fun to actually listening to, and true. People can tell and see right through bullshit. And guess what? Trust is created from a good, true, honest story. And you have to build the trust to get people to know, like, and trust you. If you're getting value from this so far, feel free to share it. But when you do, and if you do share it, let me know. Scott, Hacksaw Ridge, loved that film. That was really good. Someone's wrote The Notebook. That was bound to happen at some point. Okay, so you're going to need to know your story, an event, 3-way call, coffee shop, first exposure, elevator pitch. If someone asks you, hey, what do? You need to be able to answer them. Now, I'm going to give you, in fact, at the road tour, the UK road tour coming up at the end of this month is actually 3 weeks. 3 weeks today will be on the second one. I'm going to share with you my number one, in my opinion, the number one best icebreaker in network marketing there is. No one, you wouldn't have heard it from anywhere else because no one else has said it. And I've written it down and I've dated it and everything, so maybe I can copyright it somehow. So I'm going to share it with you. So I'm going to share it with you on the road tour. So Daniela, thanks for sharing. Mandy, thanks for sharing. Claire, thanks for sharing. Jenny, Michelle, thanks for sharing. Paula, thanks for sharing. Really, really appreciate it. So, your story. Okay. Now, this is what I get asked a lot. Frazer, I've got a really vulnerable story. Does it look bad if I share me being really, really weak? No, it does the exact opposite. You showing your weaknesses actually shows you as a strong person, all right? In my opinion, for example, they say real men cry. I cry from time to time. This year has been full of emotion for me, but that's because I'm real. I don't hold back emotion. I'm real. Okay, and it might be vulnerable. I might show myself as vulnerable, but in time, actually, it is a strong thing to do. All right, horror movies, Stacey. I can't even think about horror movies. Yeah, I'm frightened of my own shadow most of the times. Linda, thanks for sharing. Sonia, thanks for sharing. Really appreciate it. So share your pain, be vulnerable. Now I want you to think about famous artists, famous singers. So Stevie Wonder. The one thing I think about Stevie Wonder, okay, and it might be quite a bad thing of me, but the one thing I think about Stevie Wonder is he's blind. That's a vulnerability right there. Vincent van Gogh, the famous painter, the one thing I think about is he cut his own ear off. Okay, this has kind of gone into a little bit of a weird Facebook Live. But people remember people because of their vulnerability. It sets you apart, you know? Don't just be like, oh, hi, I'm a Liverpool fan. Like, there's loads of Liverpool fans. There's loads. Be like, hey, I'm Frazer and I'm actually really, really introverted. I was afraid of my own smile. I didn't speak to a girl properly till I was like 16, 17 and 26. It makes me different. It makes me stand out, but it's me. It's real. So I am now going to share. This is where I need your interaction, guys. It's very, very, very important for you to interact. If you don't interact, then it tells me that you're not learning. Okay, and if I don't get enough people learning, I'm not going to take out half an hour of every single week doing these sort of things. So I really, really appreciate your interaction with this. And it means the world to me. And I know you probably can't even see me because Facebook Live's gone completely bonkers on me again. So there's 7 steps to creating your story, and every single one, I'm going to ask you after every single point of these 7 points, I'm going to ask you for your answer. All right? And I want you to write it down in the comments, and I want you to write it down on a piece of paper. Very, very, very important. Okay? Very important. Step number 1. Who are you? What is your name? So, step number 1, your name. I don't even need to go into that. If you don't know what your name is, then okay, I don't need to express that. So write down in the comments, right? Write down in the comments your name. I am Frazer Brooks. My name is Frazer Brooks. My name is Bob Jones. My name is Mary Jones, okay? If you can write that down, you can do the first out of the 7 steps. I pretty much guarantee everyone on this live can do that. If you can't do that, you're probably in the wrong industry and you probably should go see a doctor. Or a brain surgeon, okay? No offence, although that might have been a bit offensive. Okay, so you're doing that. Step number 2, what is your background? Now, I joined network marketing, right, straight out of university, so I used to laugh and joke at it in front of a room. I used to say, my background is growing up, because I never had a full-time job, I never had a career, and I didn't like saying I was a student. So my name is Frazer Brooks, and my background was growing up, or is growing up. Okay, so I want you to let me know. I want you to let me know what's your background, what's your trade. Are you a doctor? Are you a dentist? Were you a nurse? Are you a bus driver? Are you a road sweeper? Are you a stockbroker? Are you a financial advisor? Are you a mortgage broker? Are you a housewife? Are you you work in a retail? You work in a restaurant? You work in a hotel? Let me know. Karen, customer service and sales, legal background, awesome, love that, Sonia. My name is Greta, but but I don't understand that one. Sorry. Health and fitness, okay, great. So my name is Mary, awesome. I love Marys, I love Bobs, the words I use all the time. Right, so you're starting to understand this. So now you've completed 2 out of the 7 steps. Hi, my name is Frazer Brooks. My background is growing up. All right, I'm gonna kind of change that when I do the example because it might not make a lot of sense to a lot of people. So number 3 is what you didn't like about your background, okay? So my real one, my background was I went to university to study construction management, okay? So, hi, my name is Frazer Brooks. I went to university to study construction management. Now, number 3, what didn't I like about that? So my example would be I didn't like the fact that I was studying to be a construction manager because I didn't want to work 8 o'clock in the morning till 8 p.m. at night every single day of the week, Monday to Friday, in the freezing cold, wind and rain. So in like a couple of words or 2 or 3 or 4 words, write down in the comments, and you're going to be doing a lot of writing. I noticed there's like no like loves or like love hearts, which is great. That means you're doing the right thing, right? I want you to write down in the comments what you didn't like or what you don't like about your background. For example, my background is sales consultant, and then you would write long hours, low income, repetitive, boring, whatever. I didn't like working all hours under the sun. I wouldn't mind that. Took me a lot of time, needed to get higher qualifications, low income, was on the road 12 to 13 hours a day, didn't like working hard and being so skint. I hated being told by what hours I had to work. And like, great. All of these are amazing. Paying someone else for childcare, smear, that's a massive one, right? So I hope you're starting to understand this now. So now you've created a little bit of a story. So my name is Frazer Brooks. I went to university to study construction management. What I didn't like about that is I didn't like the fact that I was going to have to work long hours in the bad weather on a building site with building someone else's houses, all right? Number 4, Number 4 is, how were you exposed to what you are showing? So my dad introduced me to network marketing. My dad introduced me to this incredible project. My dad introduced me to this amazing company. My dad introduced me to this incredible product. Who was it? Was it a parent? Was it a sibling? Was it a cousin? Was it a brother? Was it a workmate? Was it a friend? Was it a school friend? Was it a sports friend? Was it another mum? Was it someone at school? Who was it who told you about the opportunity that you said yes to, right? It's as simple as that. So in one word, let me know. Who was it? Parent, brothers, sisters, friends, fans, whatever it might be. All right, and there's a load of comments coming down. I'm not even going to be able to read them because it's probably so many of them that it's not kind of caught up. We're about to break Facebook. I've already broke my phone. I've already broke the tripod. Might as well try and break Facebook, right? Now, this is a bit of a longer live tonight, and I'm sorry about this, guys, but there's a lot to cover because it's so important. So Vicky said a friend, I thought she was crazy. Okay, someone Googled it. Interesting, Mandy. I like that. That's interesting. A school friend, a letter from someone I didn't know. Wow. Found an advert online. My sister introduced me to it. Tried the incredible product. I found someone on Facebook. Was invited by a friend. Facebook, long time. Didn't like commuting. All right, cool. Right, so you get it. Someone, a coach introduced you. Now, the 5th point of the 7 points, we're nearly there, guys, is you found why you basically said yes, sort of solution. So for me, I said yes because I saw it as a way where I could get time and money freedom. I saw it as a way how I could pay off my student loan. I saw it as a way how I could create a better life for myself. I saw it as a way how I could be able to come out of my introverted shell. I saw it as a way how I could be someone extraordinary. I saw it as a way how I could create a ridiculous income. I saw it a way how I could create a better life for my family and friends. I saw it as a better way how I could say yes to anything, buying anything without having to worry about the price tag. Okay, so number 5. So number 1 is your name. Number 2 is your background. Number 3, what you didn't like about your background. Number 4, how were you exposed? Number 5, the solution, right? The solution, like why you said yes to it. Okay. Then feel free to write that in the word. Like the solution is like literally. You've obviously, to be honest with you, you've already kind of told me in a way because you've said what you didn't like about your pain, right? You've already said what you didn't like about your background. I didn't like that I didn't have any time. So I'm guessing that the solution would be I found a way how I could get more time, right? So it links up, all right? Oh, I didn't like the fact that I was working for someone else. Well, I found the solution how I could be my own boss. Or I didn't like the fact that I was doing long hours. Well, I found a way how I could work less hours and flexible hours, right? Number 6 is one of the other. Either why you're excited about the future, all right? Why you're excited about the future, or the results that you've had. Now, if you've had results, if you've been involved in a year and you're making £1,000 a month, $1,000 a month, share that, all right? You can't say that on social media. You could say it in closed groups and stuff. Be careful about income claims. And if you do mention it, just make sure you say, yeah, there's no guarantee of income. It's dependent on skill and work ethic. But if you focus on both, you can. The potential is there, right? Okay, so reasons why the results, and so your results could be, it could be I've been involved for 3 months now and I'm already making $500 a month, or I got involved 3 years ago and now I do this full time working from home wherever I want. Or if you haven't got a result, I'm excited about the future because I'm already seeing changes in my life and the changes in other people I'm talking to this project about. Okay. I'm excited about the future because I've found an amazing company. Jenny, share why you're excited about. Basically, share if you're excited about the company. That's not good enough. It needs to be what the company can do for you that can get you more excited, right? I said yes, and I wanted to be at home for my kiddies and work towards an extraordinary lifestyle. Great. So if you've had results, okay, or let me know why you are excited about the future. Like, why? You're excited because you can see your life progressing. You can see it. You're excited about your life. You're excited about your life now because you've got purpose, you've got direction, you've got drive. You're excited about the future because you're helping other people. You're excited about the future because you're losing weight. You're excited about the future because you're feeling better. You're excited about the future because you're becoming a better person. You're excited about the future because you've got so many things to look forward to. You're excited about the future because you're going on so many holidays, because you've got so much time and so much money freedom. Why are you excited? I get excited thinking about it because I know how many people out there are getting excited. The last one is the absolute biggest one. And if you mention this, everyone you tell your story to will be, oh my freaking God, I'm in, right? Because this whole process is about creating curiosity instead of raising resistance. Your job is to tell someone a story and telling them, convincing them to join. If you're trying to convince someone to join, they go, oh, back off, mate. See you, mate. Get away. Tell them a story. They go, ooh, what's that? Can you tell me a little bit more about that, please? Okay. Now, before I share number 7, I would appreciate it one more time. If anyone's got value so far and you want me to release number 7, feel free to share it and let me know that you've shared it. Because I genuinely, I say this every single time now over the last two or three lives, that network marketing is a sharing business. We share information about people, we share information about products, we share information about opportunity, we share information about events, and we share information about trainings, books, and personal development. If one of us grow, we need to all grow for the industry to grow. If the industry grows, it becomes easier for each and every single one of us to get success, right? And I can't wait to see the insights on this graph, on the lives, where you get the graph to see what's just the best engagement, because there's been times where there's been no likes or loves or hearts because you've obviously been typing away, which is really, really good. That's what it's all about. Okay, so number 7, and I appreciate those of you who've shared it. Really means a lot to me. Number 7 is making sure you promote the system and the training that you get. Right? It's very important. Number 7 is promote the system and the training that you are getting. Very, very important. Why? Because people then start going, oh, well, if she can do it, so can I. Right? So here we go. Here's the example from start to finish. I'm going to read off my notes, okay? And I'm going to challenge you in a little bit. My name is Frazer Brooks, and I went to university to study construction management. But towards the end of my university degree, I realised that I didn't want to work 8 o'clock in the morning till 8 p.m. at night, working for someone else in the freezing cold, rain, wind, snow in the UK. I wanted to build my own life. I was exposed to an exciting opportunity by my father, and I realised very quickly that this was the opportunity that I would be able to get away from the building site, make more money, and get more time for myself and for my future family. In my first 12 months, I made $97,000 inside of network marketing. And the reason was because I followed a very simple, duplicatable system and got trained inside of the company. If I can do it, you can do it. Bang. What was that? That was less than 60 seconds. Less than 60 seconds, guys. Now, here's what I want you to understand. Each and every single one of you, there we go, the wows coming up there. Each and every single one of you have just written down your story to me. Every single one. So my challenge, and I'm kind of skipping a load of notes here, but there is something I need to share with you. Is that I'm going to talk to you about what your prospect's thinking so you can overcome this, so you can completely dominate it. The challenge for you is, following those points, I want you to write down your story. Not bullet points. I want you to actually write it down, word for word, as if the script was there and you were reading it. My name is, it's going to sound weird, my name is Frazer Brooks, and boom, 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 boom. Go and do it. Now time yourself. If it's over 60 seconds, you're going to have to delete some stuff. If it's less than 20 seconds, that's fine. If it's over 60 seconds, I'll delete it. This is going to be something that's so wired into you that if someone says, hey Bob, hey Mary, can you share your story? Yeah, sure, I'll be happy to. More than happy to. Bam, 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 bam. Nailed it. 30 seconds, power, 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 power. People are reading it, listening to it, watching it and going, oh my God, I need this. Now, people will connect to your story. Stories, because as I said, create trust. Real ones do. People believe a real story. That's why, in my opinion, the best movies out there. Now, here we go, guys. I want your interaction on this. Now, let me know if you've watched a film and when it starts, it says based on a true story. You've gone, oh, yes, this is going to be a cracker, this one. You just know because it's a true story. And I challenge you to go find a film out there. The next film you watch, it says true story, and it's not a brilliant film. They're pretty much always good films. However, you go and watch another movie, and it's just, walking through, and partway through it, it's just got a unicorn, a camel with a unicorn head. And straight away you're like, all right, fantasy is great, but you're like, oh yeah, that would never happen. Yeah, as if. I thought that about I don't know if you've seen the Fast and Furious movies, where he somehow drives a car into a plane, lands it absolutely perfectly, and brakes within 5 meters. And it's actually put me off the movie, because I've gone, yeah, that's a load of rubbish. I don't trust this anymore. It's fake. That's what happens when you share a story. So if I say, oh, I went to this amazing event, and you never guess what? They bought a bloody unicorn on the stage. A bloody unicorn, right? People are going to go, yeah, mate, they obviously gave you some drugs before you came in the front door for you to believe that the unicorn was on the stage, because there's no bloody way a pink unicorn was at that event. I don't trust you. I don't believe you. See you later, mate. Go sell your potions to someone else. Bye. Right? Okay, very important. Now, don't convince people by selling. Create curiosity by telling. I've already mentioned that, right? I always have notes, but I kind of go off on them anyway. I am wrapping it up this real quick. So creating curiosity is better than raising resistance. Like if I was to say to you, Bob, I'm involved in this exciting opportunity, this amazing opportunity. You've got to hear this. He's going to go, whoa, no. It's not one of those pyramid things, is it? Oh, no. Don't you dare be drawing those circles to me. Don't you dare be showing those circles to me. Where instead, I say something like, Bob, I've got a really amazing story to tell you. Are you prepared to listen for the next 30 seconds? Jamelian, I don't know if you just said Bob with a load of O's or you just spelt boob. Just for you to know. Sorry. Been one of those days. So what do you think is better? Hey Bob, I'm involved in this exciting opportunity. You've got to listen to this. You've got to see this. Or, hey Bob, I've got a really exciting story to share with you. Would you be willing to listen? What's better? Curiosity or resistance? Curiosity every single time. Hammer it, guys. Hammer it. Share those stories out there. Right, now, real quick. Your prospects, what are they thinking? Not sure yourself, brilliant. What are your prospects thinking? There's 3 things. I learned this from Les Brown when I was about 11 years old. 11 years old, and I don't know why I learned this when I was 11 years old. I don't know why I wrote it down. I'm not sure why it stuck with me. But he said there's 3 things that your prospects are thinking. Right? Who are you? What do you have? And why should I care? Simple. Who are you? What do you have? And why should I care? People have a mindset of what they want in their life. So it's your job to find what that is. If you're going to share your story with them, make sure you share your story. If you share your story with them, make sure you listen to their story. Ask, so what's your story? You share your stories. You share your story, bam, 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 bam. And then straight away you go, Bob, what's your story? And Bob's going to go, I'm a bit like you actually, mate. Yeah, I'm a lot like you. What is it that you do? Like, what is it that you do again? Can you send me some info? Can you talk to me about it? Yeah, sure. When's best to talk? Let's do it now. Right? Okay. Now, this is a big one. And if you're going to write anything down, tonight, I want you to make sure that you write this down. Okay? Lucia, I'm not too sure if anyone else is having issues with the connection. If everyone is, then please let me know. It's the first time I've seen someone having issues. But I want you to write this down. And I want you to write down the word remember. The word remember. Longevity creates credibility and reliability. Okay? If you're out there, guys, let me know. Wow, yeah, I think something dropped out on mine. Okay, remember, longevity creates credibility and reliability. It's honestly, guys, when you understand this, I'm going to teach you this. Your prospects are looking for reliability. They're thinking in their mind, can I count on you? If I need you to succeed, if you need to be able to help me to succeed, can I count on you? Because if I can't count on you, I can't trust you, I'm not joining. Now, I want you to pay very close attention to this. This is going to apply to a lot of people watching this live and what are people who are watching the replay and anyone in network marketing. If you keep moving from company to company, you will lose reliability and credibility. And that's why finding a home, finding the right flag, like a marriage, finding the right partner, sticking with it for the long term, your longevity will create the curiosity and reliability. This is what happened to me when I was building my network marketing business hard. Every year, the first Christmas, I joined in April. The first Christmas, my village, everyone comes back to the same village for Christmas to see their families and stuff. It's a very kind of close Christmas. And everyone over Christmas, they go to the pub because who doesn't like a pint over Christmas or a wine or a Prosecco or whatever? But for me, a pint, right? And old school friends will come up and they're, hey, Frazer, what's new? How's it going? Blah, 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 blah. And then from that, my first Christmas as a network marketer to my second Christmas as a network marketer, I posted on Facebook and all this, and not one of those people that I saw over Christmas ever liked or commented on those posts. But this is what happened. That Christmas, my second Christmas as a network marketer, all those people I saw in the pub come up to me and went, Frazer, I keep seeing what you're doing on Facebook. Like, what is it that you're doing? You're traveling a lot and you seem to be like doing a load of meetings and a load of public speaking. Is that what you do now, public speaking? And I'm thinking, right, they're not liking my stuff, they're not commenting on my stuff, but guess what they are doing? They're watching. And you know what it made me think, guys? Your Facebook account is the best platform to share your story. Facebook is an ongoing story that people can follow and listen to. Everyone is watching. Everyone's watching. So Facebook is an ongoing story that people follow. Everyone is watching. So if you look at my profile, okay, if you're new and you're not connected with me or you've been connected with me, go look at it. It's a story. Okay, there's quotes, there's little quotes because it doesn't take too much space on my newsfeed. Quote, 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 video, 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 travel, travel, photo, photo. It's very consistent. People look at me and they go, he's obviously in network marketing, he's in marketing, what a great lifestyle, wow, he's doing all this, he's traveling all over the place. That's what you want to create. So know your story, write down your story on that piece of paper. I challenge you, write it down, go say it to yourself, nail it under 60 seconds, and then go contact your upline. Send it to your upline, type it out, send it to your upline and say, hey, this is my story that if I was asked to speak at the next the next convention, on a 3-way call, on a Zoom call, this is what I would share. What do you think? And they're going to be absolutely blown away by what you've just shared with them. Because they're going to go, friggin' hell, where did you learn that? How did you figure that out? That's brilliant. That's genius. Actually, can you do a training to the team on that? Because I think everyone should do it. The best teams in network marketing, guys, are the best storytellers. The more storytellers you've got in your team, the more money you're going to make. It's as simple as that. Because the best storytellers tell the most stories. Experience. And remember what I said the other day. If you do, you practice. If you practice, you get experience. If you get experience, you get confidence. If you get confidence, more customers, more distributors, and so on. So, guys, with that being said, I think it's actually been the longest Facebook Live that I've ever done. For now, maybe they'll get longer. They're just basically getting longer and longer, aren't they? Let's just be honest with it. I've gone from a 10-minute live to like 45-minute live or whatever it might be. So remember, someone's just written it in there. Facts tell, stories sell. Stories are everything. Stop convincing people. Stop trying to sell people Start telling stories, start sharing your experiences, because that's what people want to hear. People want to hear about how your story could benefit them and impact them. So with that being said, guys, that's it for today. Remember, for those of you who are going to be at the UK Road Tour, I cannot wait to meet you in person around the country. If you've not booked on yet, there are still a few tickets left, so feel free to message me privately and I'll send the link over to you. I'm not going to mention it here, the link here. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that one. If you did enjoy that one, please again feel free to share it with anyone. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you next week. Next week, I'm going to be sharing with you a massive one, right? Next week, we're going to talk to you about how to increase Mob. I love that, Jim. Bob or Boob. Who are we going to meet at the event? Bob or Boob? Hey, sure, both of them will be absolutely fine. Okay, I can't believe I did that. Right, so next week I'm going to talk to you about how to increase retention. How to increase retention, which is a big one. A lot of people come to me and say, "Oh, Frazer, I'm getting 2 customers and I'm losing 3. I'm getting 2 sign-ups and I'm losing them both. How do I increase retention?" I'm going to give you the absolute. I just know there's not a better way, because I've learned from the absolute best. My dad is the best in the world at creating culture. It says a lot when someone joined him 29 years ago and is still with him today, 29 years on. That says a lot. It says a lot. So I know, and I've learned from the best. I know from the best. I've witnessed it from the best. I've created it from the best. And I'm going to teach every single one of you to be the best. So with that being said, guys, I'll see you soon. See you next day. Well, on Sunday, obviously, do the live Q&A. And then next Tuesday for that one. For the guys in Dash for Cash, see you tomorrow. All right, guys. See you soon. Bye-bye.